Very good morning from London. Has generally been a quiet opening to trade this week. We were drifting sideways for a lot of the early European morning. Alongside, however, there has been a general uptick in risk-off trade, particularly with the fixed income markets moving to the upside. Firstly, a couple of things driving this in overnight news. There was sentiment dampening news out of China. Their inflation reading, the CPI, coming in lower than expectation at 2.1%. Also, the Japanese Economic Watchers survey causing the Japanese government to lower their forecast for the economy in Japan generally. In European trade, focus has remained on the European periphery. There hasn't been too much in terms of market moving news out this morning or over the weekend. Worth noting, however, for the Euro periphery in particular, the Spanish region of Valencia have noted that they may default if they do not receive any governmental aid in quick time. Therefore, the peripheral banks again have been coming under pressure. The Spanish banks BBVA and Santander currently trading down over 3%, with the Italian and Spanish 10-year government bond yield spread over bonds trading towards their widest levels. Particular focus on Spain, given that Valencia comment, but Italy also being one of the periphery facing some downward pressure. Then fixed income markets are trading higher, as previously noted, across the board. The main drivers of the move in the markets today, with particular focus on the dovish comments out of Rosengren and Evans over the overnight session, lifting 10-year T-notes in the US also. Evans particularly noting that further monetary accommodation is definitely needed at this time to lower the employment level. Equity markets then have been trading in generally kind of thin volume, with the downside moves just being driven, as previously noted, by the fixed income space. Worth noting, however, as we move to the US session, that we do have Alcoa kicking off earnings season after the closing bell today. In terms of the currency space, dollar index has been a driver of a lot of the price action, has been fluctuating around the unchanged mark. Particular weakness noting in the commodity-linked currencies, Aussie dollar trading firmly below the 102 handle, dollar CAD consequently moving above the 102 mark in that respect. WTI was trading with some minor gains heading into the European Open, rebounding off the lows following the Chinese CPI data. But again, as we approach the American session, we are trading again in negative territory, and we does seem to be a slight post-reaction then to the non-farm payrolls data also in the Asian markets, also driving sentiment lower in Europe, and consequently therefore pointing towards a lower open for the US. Given that then there is very thin data in terms of market calendars, with lots of attention being paid to the Eurogroup meeting, which is taking place in Europe today. But generally we are just expected to see some ratifications of the EU summit decisions at the back end of last month. Nothing really too much new expected from the Eurogroup meeting, so we could see a relatively muted session today. But otherwise, that's enough from me. Hope you have a good trading day.